I'm unprofessional life.
My hair's too big today.
And we
Guys,
are
we're live. We're live,
happy
guys.
holidays, everybody.
Welcome back. I'll put the volume down soon, guys. We're starting unprofessional life again, where nobody knows what they're doing.
He's
Welcome,
right.
everyone. Welcome to the live, guys. I'm back. Sorry that we missed last week. I apologized to everyone, even the president of the United States, guys. So he was very upset that I didn't go live. But I'm sorry, I'm still sick. But I'm like that all the time, guys. So get used to it. I'm always sick, guys. So welcome. We got today finally. It's actually been really great weather in Cleveland, like summertime. So I feel kind of better, thankfully. But we got special guest in the house. We got Samantha, beautiful Samantha in the house, guys, with
Hello.
Yes.
BelleResells YouTube channel, guys. As you can see, Samantha decided to wear Christmas reindeer stuff.
She's so festive.
So
I
I
she,
was
know,
kind
honey.
of.
Oh,
she
I hope
looks very,
everybody's
she looks
having
very
a
cute,
good
guys.
Christmas time. I know this can be a hard time of the year, but
So,
lights,
guys,
pretty lights, guys.
Samantha, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining. Happy holidays.
See,
Look
there
at
you
my
go.
deer makeup. Tell me if you guys like it, so I'll read the chat. Let me know.
Yeah,
Do I look like a
Samantha, guys, I figured out that Samantha is actually a reseller, like
A
me.
little bit. Yeah,
We
she's
just,
working on it.
yeah,
deer? I'm
but
working on it.
just Samantha is a little bit reseller, guys.
Just a little. I'm
And
Out
let
not
there
me
there.
say,
somewhere.
we got some people in the chat. We got Archie Biscuit Butt in the house, guys, as
Hey,
usual.
biscuit butt.
Biscuit Butts in the house. He actually decided to stop by, guys, because he
Same.
decided to skip the date or two dates. So he decided to stick around. We got Scott with Divers Dead, Dumpster Diver Dead, who comes out with smart comments about my Cleveland Browns. Scott, if you lived in Cleveland, I would have stopped by at your place, and you would not be talking about Cleveland Browns. We got Urethra Franklin in the house with a great YouTube name, one of the best. Her and Mike Farside Jack, two of the best. We got Tommy Bernard podcast in the house. Bernard podcast live. He said
Oh,
he's gonna
Tommy,
be
hi.
Samantha. Subscribe to Tommy Bernard because he can teach some people some stuff sometimes,
Oh.
but for money. He charges $100 a minute.
Oh
we
no.
got
No,
we
no,
got
no,
Ethan.
Sam, no. He's kidding. I mean,
Uh,
Tommy, we're waiting for him to start a Patreon. We're waiting. It's gonna
We're
happen.
waiting. We're waiting for Tommy Bernard podcast to start Patreon finally because he loves money. So we will actually all donate to
His
him.
wife loves
Oh.
money.
Oh,
His
I mean
wife
his wife.
loves
His
money.
wife.
She's
Sorry,
expensive.
Tommy. Your wife loves money. I'm sorry. It's really what happens, Tommy. Don't worry, man. Eventually, your wife will not like money. Believe me. We got Atney Drop Flips Richard in the house. We got Lisa Bubbles Blinton Needful Things.
Yes, yeah, I'm here occasionally.
House.
Yeah,
We got
sort
Drums
of.
and Puffs Vintage, Teresa and Corey in the house. We got
Hey,
Pink
Teresa
G in the
Corey.
house. We got Biscuit Butter already 10 times in the house. We got Anissa, Junk Trader in
Wow.
the house. Reno in the house from Cleveland. We got Cleveland presence today. Here's Reno, guys. Reno, welcome. He's a good friend of
Oh
mine from
yay, now I can read the
Cleveland
chat. I
reselling
was so
community,
excited
guys,
about
in the
that.
house supporting. We got Andy Someto in the house. We got Gina
Andy,
Stark in
hi.
the house. And Big Bro in the house. And let's see who else. And
Hello.
Dragon Master finds Anthony in
Hey,
the house.
Anthony.
So,
Hi.
guys, I really appreciate y'all stopping by. We got, as I said in the beginning, very special guest, beautiful Samantha. So be nice in the chat today to
Please
Samantha.
be nice because
Be
Uh,
if
nice.
it means me,
Don't make me
then I'll
hunt you
stop
down on
listening in a
Instagram,
minute.
people.
We got BelleResells. BelleResells in the house. I put her YouTube channel in the description, guys, and her Instagram. Please follow her. And I actually put her store, Instagram store, in the description. So follow
Oh,
her
thank
store.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you. Yeah. I love getting sales through Instagram since the fees are way cheaper. And I can build relationships with you guys. I mean, I've been selling on Instagram for about 5 years. I think that is technically against their terms of service, so don't come at me, but I do
Yeah,
sell on there, and I've had customers that are very loyal and that have been buying books from me for years. So yeah,
that's good.
come and say hi on Hyla Brook Books. That's the shop name, hyla.brook.books. I love my business name, by the way. I think it's really good.
Lisa is sitting backstage right now.
No, I was like, dude,
Guys,
I'm
guys,
here.
sorry, Lisa is not here yet.
Yeah, I was
So,
like, where'd she go?
Samantha, why? I understand Bell. It means beautiful, isn't it? Like what it means, like Bell resells or
Mhm.
some other meaning? Because I know that
Well,
Bell is like beautiful, like a translation, or is it not?
I'm definitely not that vain to be like, oh, I'm beautiful reseller. No, I didn't name it off of that. I went off of BelleResells because of Beauty and the Beast, and basically my apartment turned into an entire library. And there's this song that she sings where she's like, "There's got to be something more than this provincial life," and I just felt that so much. And she's the girl who her nose is stuck in a book. She's different than the rest of us. She's Belle. And I just like, I love that song. So that's how it went. Belle resells because
But it,
I sell books.
See,
yeah,
that's
guys,
really neat to know. That's really cool because I wondered where Belle came from,
it's actually
but I
pretty
knew you.
cool. Yeah, Bell is a great name. I like it. Bell resells. It's kind of very unique in my opinion. So it's kind of interesting to know about that. But yeah, guys, Samantha likes to sell books. So if you have any questions in the chat about any types of books, you can put it in the comments. And in
Oh,
case
yeah.
maybe Samantha will actually tell you more because I'm not that great with books unless there is like textbooks from schools or colleges.
Oh,
But I'm not that familiar. So Samantha, like how in terms of reselling, I know that you're part time, right? You don't do it full time yet.
no, I honestly, I had Hyla Brook books for a couple of years. And then last year, I decided to do the whole Dave Ramsey, um, gazelle intense to get all my debts paid off. So I took another job and I was working 12-hour days. And so I put my shop on hold for about a year and came back on January 1st of this year. And it's been very part-time. I work at a school in the mornings, and then in the afternoons, I'll either work on here. But over the summer, my schedule changed a lot. I started volunteering at a shelter and then getting more hours at the middle school. So I feel like I'm trying to develop a routine that I can go to and actually like be successful doing this because I only do this whenever I feel like it or if I'm watching a movie and I want a list and that's not going to really like get me to the top or pay all my bills all the time. I would love to really make this a full-time gig, but so many people tell me, "Oh, it's impossible.
It's not
You're not going to make
impossible.
it."
Well, it is actually not impossible. I mean, if you have like knowledge in terms of you do have knowledge in terms of books. You like books. I can
Oh,
tell by
yeah. I
I
worked at a library. It's funny, I've been a writer like my whole life. That's what I wanted to be when I was really little. All I wanted to do was as soon as I turned 21, I wanted to be the best next American writer, right? I wanted to have the best novel and that did not happen. I'm 31. I have not published a novel, but I actually have a couple of poetry chapbooks. If anybody likes poetry and would like if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I guess I can do a little plug-in. Can I do a plug-in?
yeah, you can put let me make
We're
you
here for you.
let me make you mad because since I'm on professional live, type in something, Samantha, in the chat so I can make you moderator. So you can put your so
The
you can put
chat. I
stuff.
just gotta. Can I do an emoji?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do anything. You can put emoji, anything. You can type in
not the middle
Archie
finger.
Biscuit Butt. Let me say hello to Disgruntled Octopus. He says hello humans.
Oh, Octo! Octo!
Promotion.
I love your channel. It's funny because I went to your channel and I had before I even saw Octo in the chats or anything like that. Before that ocean mixed with our ocean, Okay, I didn't know about this octopus, and I stumbled upon it one day. I did click out because I was like, what is this? What's going on? And then my curiosity got the best of me, and I was like, no, no, no. I
Ooh.
need to know more about this octopus.
That
And now I'm just
octopus,
become kind of addicted. It's very soothing to listen to, actually.
He does have a really soothing
octopus
voice.
is a famous guy, Samantha. He's very famous in Australia. He
Oh,
is
he's
a
a famous
former,
octopus.
yeah, he's former president of Australia. So now he became reseller. So that's
Be
how
careful. He
he.
was in the military, guys. I don't know what he's doing in the seas over here, trying to get us our eBay secrets.
We cannot tell all the secrets today. We cannot spill the beans about certain members of Australian reselling community, like disgruntled octopus. He's kind of, you see, that's why he's wearing octopus costume, because he doesn't want to be like known or anyone know how he looks. So that's kind of secrecy. That's why he's under like secret conspiracy.
He's just an octopus. There's nothing else under there.
That's what he wants you to think. That's what he wants you to think, Lisa.
Yeah,
Guys,
What did I
Samantha,
tell you? What did I? Don't buy into the Roman Lisa thing. It's Lisa. It's Lisa for the
it's
Lord.
Lisa. It's Lisa. Guys,
See, you
hearing it.
can say
You
it.
have to say
You
it the right
can.
way, Roman, because I keep hearing it different ways. And I
Samantha,
was
I
saying
have
it
the
right
worst.
the first
I have the
time.
worst accent in history of the world.
He
Of the
can
world
say it.
creation. The God decided he will have the worst accent ever in history.
Oh,
And then Jesus came down and shined the light from
oh
above.
yeah, he's shining the light. This little light of mine, I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
let
told
it
her she's not
shine.
allowed to go to the light
Yeah,
tonight.
Samantha, no lighting today because Jesus will not be happy. And we got Tommy Bernard in the house. So when Tommy Bernard and Jesus come together in the same chat, it's very dangerous.
Oh man, you can feel the Holy Spirit, can't you?
We got SSK promo in the house, Ken, and we had
Oh,
Reseller clickbait podcast in the house. We had Corey and Ken in the house today. So, guys, I'm putting the links as I usually do in the chat. Please subscribe to everyone and follow everyone on Instagram. That's very important. Samantha, if you have not subscribed to any of people here, I'm putting the links also for you. If you
oh
want to
yeah,
subscribe,
definitely. If you guys follow me, I follow back. So usually we'll follow back and I'll like a bunch of your posts too, so you know that I saw you.
yeah, sorry guys, I'm as usual I'm way behind, but that's normal. Samantha, I'm usually like 10 hours behind in the chat. That's
Oh
kind of a
yeah,
normal.
you
That's a
do
norm.
that.
Yeah, that's a normal situation. Did you put any comment in the chat so I can make you moderator?
I put an emoji with my head exploding.
Oh, really? Let me check. Let me see, guys, if I find it, so I can make Samantha mod, so she can put anything in the chat, all types of links.
Here,
Only
let me
good.
put some. I'll put another emoji.
How come I don't see your emojis? It's kind of weird. Do you see it, Lisa, on your end? I don't see her.
No, I
Yeah,
I haven't seen her put anything in yet.
Oh,
yeah.
that's weird. Maybe I didn't. It says chat, and I went into the chat and I put it in there. That could just be me being
It's,
technically
Okay.
illiterate. Sorry.
it's okay, Samantha. I'm even worse. That's why I don't wear any costumes.
As long as that
Because-
Chucky thing is gone, we're good. That
yeah,
was
I put another thing in there. I put me. Did anybody see that?
nothing yet, honey.
no, nothing yet. I think Tommy Bernard blocked your comments. Tommy, unblock Samantha, please. No, I'm kidding,
Oh my
Samantha.
Anthony's
gosh,
right.
why'd you block me?
Samantha, Anthony's right. I think you're putting it in the StreamYard chat, not
Oh,
the
Yeah, I
other.
think you probably, yeah, most likely he's right actually. Anthony,
thank
thanks
you,
for
Anthony.
technical clearance, man. We got, especially me, that I'm not that familiar with technical things.
I don't know where it is to like actually be in the chat. Like I remember when Soda City Flips, when he had it, it was actually like showing up on here.
Yeah,
So
you can do it on like pop-out chat. You can open up your like a YouTube stream, that my live stream on YouTube, and then there's chat, like regular chat. You can make it pop out if you want, but you can just put
oh
comments in
oh,
there.
I think I found it.
Yeah.
Yay, I found it. Join chat, connect your YouTube. It says I have to connect my YouTube. I'm gonna press that button and see what happens. Am I still live?
Yes, you're here. Samantha, if
Here.
you're not gonna be live, I'll let you know. I'll send you a letter. in mail. I
Oh,
will
I'll be
send
on IG so
Thank
fast,
you.
girl. Don't you dare. Don't you
Samantha,
dare
I'll send
drop
it
out.
to you overnight.
Okay.
FedEx Express. Eureka Franklin saying, I divorced my fourth husband, put our kids up for adoption, and rent a walk-in closet from a lovely family in order to make reselling full-time work. Eureka, congratulations. 4 times, it's actually not that bad. I know people who did 7 times, so you're actually is not in the bad territory yet.
Got it.
Let's see what people are saying. We got Harry Hamstone in the house. Welcome,
Hey,
Harry.
I'm a reseller.
Samantha, we got very famous people in the house today.
I know.
Everyone
I
wants
know.
to see you.
There are
Everyone,
some famous people in here right now. What are
we
you
got very famous people from Hollywood. We got a lot
like
of
really
actors,
famous from all over the world famous? How do
producers,
you
directors, podcast creators, content creators from all over the world. Everyone is watching you right now. So let people
okay.
know. Let
Oh,
people
no
know.
pressure.
No pressure. Thanks.
No pressure. We're not shy, Samantha, today.
No
I think a
pressure.
friend. I think a friend of Samantha's showed up. We've got Hyla Brooke Books.
Oh wait, no, that's me. Why
Oh,
did it
that's
show
you.
up as my Hyla Brook books? Oh, it's my
Oh,
other
you're
account.
under. You came in
Oh
under.
no,
Yeah, there
I
you go.
think
Let me make
you
her
guys
a
have found my
moderator.
other account.
Yeah, there you go, Samantha. Now you can in. You can put in any chat, any comments in terms of links. If you want to promote anything, you can put it in. You're now
Let me.
moderator. You're now famous person too, like everyone.
Yeah, we're famous,
I
all
wonder
right.
if there's
You're
a way
already
I can
famous.
change that.
Let's see, Tommy Bernard. Just for your information, if I ask to do a little plug, it means something totally different. That's Samantha disregard. Tommy Bernard usually there is always double meaning when he puts in comments, which only I understand.
Oh,
I think
Octopus
we have
has
an interpreter.
Sam. Octopus has a word of advice for you. He says, "Don't get flustered. Just think of them as lowly humans, and it'll make it much easier."
See,
I think
Oh,
we
thank
have
you.
an
I just want to
insight.
be a mermaid so bad. You have no idea.
the octopus cannot be contained, guys. We got Shed Juice in the house, guys. Mike Shed Juice, guys. Congratulations. He lost 200 over 200 pounds, guys. If you follow him on Facebook and Instagram in his stories, Mike, props to you, man. It's very good for your age.
I
Mike
didn't recognize him at the rally. He'd lost
Mike
so
is
much.
41 years old, guys. He's a little bit younger than me, but I mean, it's props. He weighed a lot before, guys. If you remember, I mean, I remember because I met him too in first reseller rally. So, Mike, good job, man.
Hi guys.
Keep doing great
Larry.
job like that, and you're the inspiration, man, for a lot of people who trying to lose weight. It's very difficult after 40, especially. It's not that easy to do. If you work out like you are, there is a possibility, and you eat properly. There is a possibility, to do that. But it takes a lot of hard work. And Mike put in hard work by walking, exercising every day, which I usually do also, which is kind of props to myself because I'm always like that, unless I'm really sick constantly, like I was last week. But Samantha,
Um,
so let's talk about reselling because people here only like reselling, except Tommy Bernard. He only likes to complain about slow eBay sales most
oh
of the
yeah.
time and blames eBay for everything. So Samantha, Samantha, what in terms of how long have you been reselling? How did you start? What made you start
I've been on
reselling?
different, like, I would say different, like, reselling paths because when I first started, like, selling my own product, I actually was on Etsy first. But before I started Etsy, I actually was just a shopper on Depop and Vinted. I became super addicted to those apps just as a shopper. It never occurred to me to, like, go to a store and sell stuff that I found at a thrift store online. I was just selling things from my closet so I can get cute outfits. And it was just like a way for me to pick whatever I wanted and not have to go to the thrift store or to a store and just, find exactly what I wanted on the app. And I crochet. And where I worked at a restaurant, people would ask me to make things for them. And so I just opened up an Etsy shop and I did headbands for a little bit. And that was back in 2015 when I started Etsy. And then in 2017, I went from headbands and amigurumi to making crochet lingerie and swimsuits, and those sold way better for me, and I was able to make a lot more money on a swimsuit, which cost me less on materials. Yeah, and I was able to like it was so much fun. I really, really enjoyed that. And then I got into like a bad accident where I couldn't crochet anymore. And then I was really down on my luck making flower crowns, and I started to sell books about like books that would pertain to people that were artists and maybe authors. So like books on how to draw or maybe architecture, just those types of books. And I was selling that with my art, and the books were selling faster than my art. So I was like, well, I gotta chase the money. And so I started to add more books into my shop. And it used to just be very like classic literature, poetry, um, reference books, and then I kind of went overboard and I couldn't stop getting books. I started hoarding books. That's a
Well,
whole nother story.
don't hoard too many books. Books are heavy. You're gonna be it's gonna be difficult. Samantha, it's gonna be difficult to move it. It's not an
Are
easy
there
inventory.
readers in here? Are there anybody that likes to read? I want to know.
Guys, if you like to read, please put in comments what type of books you like.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to
What
know.
kind of genres do you like to read, guys? Put in the comments, please, so we know. So me and Samantha will find out, and Lisa will also find out what type of books you like to read and genres and stuff like that. Samantha, I think a lot of people kind of, in my opinion, uh, don't like selling books, even though there is money in selling books. I just sold a book. It was a textbook actually for $100 on Mercari,
Ooh, yeah,
and
Macari.
it was a very unusual book actually. I found it at the Amazon Beans. Paid $10 for it because it was at Amazon Bean store, but
Amazing.
it was about some kind of educational type of thing. It was like about science.
Yeah, I was
So
about to ask you, was it about like the body anatomy or something?
yeah, it was something that actually had to do with anatomy. I didn't ship it out yet because I had an offer. I had it listed actually for more, but the buyer on Mercari offered $100, and I accepted it because I only have $10 in it. So it's
Yeah,
like no brainer, guys. So
yeah,
after the fees, it's gonna be like 86 after Mercari
Hey,
fees because Mercari takes out about the same as eBay, like same percentage, a little bit, maybe less, just a little bit. But still, I mean, that's why people kind of disregard books, in my opinion, even though there are a
yeah.
bunch of people who actually only sell books, mostly on Amazon, as you know, because on Amazon they sell faster, unless it's
Yeah,
some
it's
kind of
gonna get harder for booksellers. I mean, I think media sellers in general, with USPS increases next year, and the way they're setting it up is there's gonna be two increases for media mail every year. That's how I read it on the USPS website. And that's just honestly, when I started selling books, it was $2.80 a pound, and now it's closer to $4.50 a pound. Um, so getting into clothes is what I've been doing just to make money faster. So I do understand why people don't sell books. They can be slow sellers, but if you can understand what people like to read and the authors that are hot right now, then you can pick books up for free and then make three, five, six, seven. Like it's kind of like waiting tables. You need to pick up tables and do it really fast and keep turning your tables, and sometimes there's $2 on that table, $5 on this table. It's not a lot, but the more tables you wait, it adds up, and at the end of the day you got 100 and something bucks. So
yeah.
it's so easy to take pictures of books. Like I can take photos of 50 books in less than an hour. Like wait, I know that's actually exaggerating, probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes maybe. It really doesn't take long. And then all your descriptions are already there because it's on the back of the book.
And it's
and
So you
on
don't
AI,
have to,
in UPC
AI
yeah,
code. Yeah,
description.
it's easy to list. That's one of
yeah,
the
it's so
beauty of the
easy.
books, easy to list because of the UPC code or ISBN, more smarter way to find what kind of book you got. But I mean, I do sell books actually because I'm everything seller, and I've been actually recently I sold actually decent. Like I sold some books for decent amounts. I sold one that I got at Goodwill Beans for 99 cents. I sold it for almost $60. It was like
Oh,
one of
you're
the.
robbing
What
people.
was it?
It was like one. I forgot what it's called. Some kind of manual for some kind of machine, which was kind
Oh,
of from like 2000. I think it was 2018 or 2017. And then
I'll take a bins.
sold some Bibles. You sell Bibles, Samantha?
Oh, that's a funny story. That's super funny. So I was raised to not sell Bibles. Like that wasn't a thing. Also tarot decks too. You don't sell that because of like the energy involved in those. And
I'll
also
give you
you
that
don't
one.
want to have somebody to pay for the word of God. That's how I was raised, but I don't believe in that anymore. Okay, scratch that. Take that off the record. Make your money because some Bibles will literally sell for 59. I actually just sold a book that I had conflicts selling. It's a life recovery Bible, so it's a 12-step recovery program. I got it for free and I sold it for $29.75 on
That's
eBay
nice.
just a couple days ago.
Congratulations. That's nice.
Well, you're
Jesus,
Yeah.
helping someone.
Samantha, Jesus will not forgive you now. Now we have to call
Robin!
Samantha. We'll have to call Jesus
Ah,
again. So because
no,
Jesus doesn't like this
God
kind of
forgave
stuff.
me a long time ago. No, just
no.
kidding.
Honestly, Kevin swayed me early on, Kevin Commonwealth Picker, because I was like you, Samantha. You know, I worked at the church growing up and we were taught, you know, you give away the word of God. But I gotta say, it's been a while, but I've come across that threshold of they've got to be bought somewhere. And
Yeah,
now
Jesus
the
wants us to make that
religious
money.
stores don't exist anymore. I just found our religious store. I told Richard, you know, on the drop flips, I was like, no, we've got a religious store in town. I went there. I am not lying, people. It's now a bins. I went, oh, well, that's it. There's nowhere to buy them. So why not we sell them? I mean, come on. Somebody
Study
has to.
Bibles, yeah, study Bibles. I've sold two in a row. For one sold for $90 2 weeks ago, which I paid 99 cents for, also at Goodwill Beans. And another Bible that was also from Goodwill Beans that I paid 99 cents for, sold for $79. So it's
Nice.
like it's study Bibles from like Zander one, Nelson. So those actually do sell faster. Sell-through rate is actually not bad, and they are usually leather bound. So like binding is important. There's versions with like large letters or like red letter editions or indexes. So those things are important. I know because I already sold many Bibles before in the past, and Jesus doesn't like me now.
No,
Gonna, he
Jesus
said,
says something in
you're
the
gonna
Bible
strike me
about
down with
not
the
being
lightning
rebellious.
now.
Look at
That's it.
that.
Jesus, Samantha, Jesus said it's over.
I put it
that's
in
why
the
I get
Bible.
sick all the time. But let me say hello to Jill in the house. Sorry
Hi,
that I
Jill.
forgot to say hi to Jill. We got Fireball
Hello,
Flippers,
hello. Happy
Amanda in the
holidays,
house.
Jill.
We got Marie Perelet in the house. Welcome, guys. Appreciate you all stopping by. We got Larry Way Out One in the house. So I'm putting
Oh,
YouTube channels. Whoever has a YouTube channel in the chat to subscribe for you guys,
oh,
and
good.
also follow. Most people here are on Instagram, so you
Look
can
what
find
I
their.
found. Look, you know how I was just talking to you about Etsy and how, okay, so I did crochet, but when I did Hyla Brook books, I was making flower crowns and these like poetry necklaces and stuff. So I would take vintage books, like poetry books, and take the paper out and put it in resin and make necklaces out of them. And I just like the idea of carrying poetry with you wherever you go. So, yeah, I remember that. I can't believe it. It's on the floor over here, and I spilled
Samantha,
the
don't drop
bag.
stuff on the floor. Don't drop stuff because we need
We
it.
have so much. Oh, look what I was gonna show you. I'm looking at the floor and I forgot I brought this. Look, I'm gonna sell this on eBay. It's a
I know
map.
what it is. I already know what it is. I
You
actually,
do?
yeah, I have the same thing actually, which I didn't list yet because
Cool.
I was checking sell-through rate on them and I kind of didn't like it yet, so I kind of stayed away from it a little bit. But I mean, they do sell.
Oh,
Those
the
those
sell-through
things,
rate's not that good, but
they're
isn't
like
it such a cool find?
it's very cool. It's like a map, and you can actually find a lot of them really like a big boxes. I find them like with ephemera most of the time. So if you find
Yeah.
ephemera, you're gonna find bunch of boxes with those maps, old like letters, and I find them a lot at the state sales usually. Like if you buy them cheap, and then you can go through them, decide if you want to lot them up or not. So I know I've gone through it. It's like takes time to actually sort it out, but if it's worth listing by itself or in a lot, it's up to you. It's like
Do
I
you
always
think
say.
it might be worth listing because it's a map of Russia before, like during the Soviet Union, before the Soviet Union
Um,
You're
it's
fell?
not
talking to the
gonna.
right person.
No, it's not
Because
gonna change. It's not
it's a
gonna change anything.
1988
It's not gonna
map,
change
so
anything. No,
it
it's not
doesn't
gonna.
have Russia on it, or it has the
As long as it has Russia
it
on
was
it.
before the Berlin Wall fell.
Let me say hi to I'm a reseller Shagan in the house, guys, from Chicago, Illinois. Shagan goes to a lot of flea markets, guys, as you know, usually does lives on Sundays when I'm getting ready for football games. Shagan
Oh
is
yeah,
like,
you excited about tomorrow's football game?
yes,
Cowboys versus the Eagles.
yeah. Samantha, what is your favorite football team?
I would say my favorite player. I don't know. I have to choose a new quarterback now, so I don't know. I really like Tom Brady, so I fell out of football, but then when Tom Brady started winning Super Bowl rings, I started watching it again, and then I was just into the whole Tom Brady drama. I love football for the drama,
A
guys.
lot of drama, guys. Samantha, there is not just drama in football, there is drama everywhere. As you know, people cannot live without drama anymore in the world. If there is
Nope.
no drama, even YouTube channels that post like very fake thumbnails constantly to attract viewers, they create a lot of drama in the comments. But it creates your channel growth because of that. You put in a thumbnail that is attractable, that is probably like, fake in terms of content, but at least people will click on it, to watch it. So that's a smart move in a way. But in the long run, you never know. See, Lisa will agree. It's not the right way to grow your channel, right, Lisa? It's to put out
Hey, there's a point for some clickbait, but as long as you don't do
clickbait,
it all the time.
clickbait thumbnails, guys. That's a story of
But
drama,
drama?
drama
Oh, there's
community.
drama.
Oh, guys, I have drama. I could tell you. I could. We can talk.
I know your drama. We have talked.
Yeah, we could talk.
Yeah, see, Mike saying, "Come down." I'm 40. Yeah, Mike, I said you are 41, man. So I'm 45. So I'm a little bit older, man. That's why I
I
said
should have lied about my age. People
it's
were
not a
saying,
big difference even
"Oh, you
from
look
45 to
younger." I should have
41.
lied. I should have been like, "Yep, I'm whatever the age you just said I was." But the reason why I don't want to lie about my age is because in like 4 years I'm gonna age like and look more probably my age, and then people are gonna be like, "That 22-year-old aged 10 years," and I'm like, "No, I was already 31." I
The
just
pandemic aged a lot
Yeah,
of us.
Samantha, I usually don't ask women how old they are. It's like, in my opinion, disrespectful.
It's
Because if
smart
the woman if the
policy.
woman wants to say how old, usually women are all young, in my opinion. They will always
I
stay.
love that.
They always stay young in my mind. They never grow like old or get old. Women should supposed to always be young.
We're
In my
fine wine.
in my opinion,
Oh,
that's why I never ask about what the age the women's age. Men, if they want to say, I usually don't lie about my age to anyone, and everyone knows I'm 45 years old, and it's like the people who are in their 30s right now, they kind of still like understand I'm getting a little bit older, but I'm still like I don't feel it, so it's like whatever because I kind of try to keep up with exercising and stuff like that. Even though after I was sick a couple times in a row, it was difficult for me to get back into routine of reselling and sourcing. It kind of takes me out. So, but
do
it is
you
what it is.
source a lot every week? Like something that was new to me when I started YouTube, and it was just a thing that I observed was, golly, people source a lot. Like I thought I was shopping a bunch, but people are sourcing. Oh, it's a rural squirrel. I'm
Yeah,
so
we
sorry.
got Kristen in the
Sorry,
house.
Ron.
Let me say hello to Bartermania Travis in the house. He was on my live, on our live with Lisa. Sorry,
Merry
guys.
Christmas,
A
everybody.
couple of 3-4 weeks ago, one of my first guests. So Travis, appreciate it, man. If you're still here, subscribe to Travis, guys. Great dude. Roller Squirrel, Kristen in the house, also subscribe. subscribe to everyone, guys. I'm putting channels in. Kristen, as you know, one of her favorite places to source is Goodwill Beans. Is same as me. That's one of my favorite. Actually, in my opinion, that's number one on my list to source is Goodwill Beans because they're different in different places, but in our area, thankfully, there is good. I mean, good
Bah
Goodwill
humbug.
Beans. So even though there are other places that I will go to eventually and visit Goodwill Beans. Do you like Goodwill Beans, Samantha? You ever been to one?
I have not. The closest Goodwill Bins to me is actually in Louisville. No, wait, not Louisville. Shreveport, Louisiana. So it's like an hour and a half for me because I live in Texas, but I'm very close to Louisiana. So like a lot of people go to the boat yards or maybe even celebrate in New Orleans. Like I've gone to New Orleans a few times. For some reason, I find myself there.
Yeah, those are actually I like. And Eureka Franklin actually earlier mentioned my cooking video, guys, and I wanted to announce that I will be making more.
Ooh,
I can do a lot of different dishes. I decided it's gonna be on my reselling channel. I'm not gonna change anything. I will post different content, guys, not just reselling. It is how I am, guys. I get
hey,
bored
I
with
like that. I respect that.
I get bored with the same thing, so I'm gonna put out a lot of different types of videos. There's mostly
Oh,
also cooking ones too. So
I
if you
couldn't
watch,
figure out how to put my BelleResells YouTube. Like I have two YouTube channels, so I'm just gonna clarify that real quick. Hyla Brook Books, that was my very first like YouTube channel, and it's kind of like more of a book channel where I do book reviews and things like that. And then BelleResells, that's the reseller channel. So you guys would probably be more interested in BelleResells YouTube channel. And I'm trying to figure out how to put the link in the description for you guys so you don't get
I
confused because I
actually
don't post
Samantha
videos on the
Samantha
other
I actually
channel.
I put your channel in the
Oh, muchas
description
gracias.
of the live. So guys, I put
Muchas gracias.
Samantha's Bill Resell YouTube channel, reselling channel, in the description along with her Instagram accounts
Look,
with her
I wanted to
um,
show you.
So Samantha's channel is in the description, guys. If you would like, please subscribe to her. You can watch her videos. I watched all her videos, I think. Samantha, I
Can you
watched all
see?
your videos from the beginning. So it was very entertaining, guys. Check her out because she got a lot of interesting videos about not just
Look,
books. I would not say you only do you only sell books, Samantha, or you sell. I know that you like to sell some other like clothing. Do you like to
Yeah.
sell clothing?
yeah, I just started really diving into clothing, like actually accumulating it and getting it. And the way I've done it is just by donations and people giving it to me. And then if I learn about a brand, I'll go look for it. So I'm trying to be selective. But also, I know like with eBay, everyone's like, I sell just brand names and stuff, but I'm sometimes tempted to add things that go with my shop aesthetic because I kind of think of it like a grunge Hermione kind of look. So anything that goes with that poet, dark academia type vibe, I just want to throw it in there, even if it's not a brand name. It could just be something like style that I like. And I don't know. I know I want people to shop on eBay, but sometimes I think about how I want people to say, I got this from Hyla Brook Books, not so much as I bought this off of eBay. So I think that's like my ego talking, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, I really wish it was more of my brand, not eBay. Working for myself, not working for eBay. I know that
Yeah,
sounds like a
that's
tangent.
actually
My bad.
right now, Samantha, there is other opportunities, not just eBay. There is Whatnot, there is District. If you guys are not familiar with District, I'll put in the link for the
Mm,
District that is run by Pete Craigslist Hunter and Crazy Lamp Lady. Like there is like a different opportunities that you can try to get approved to sell on. Most of you guys in the chat already are familiar with that. Samantha, if you're not, I'll put the link for district if you would like to join the
yeah.
district in the future or
Oh,
whatnot.
for real?
I was recently approved on whatnot, but I just don't have inventory for it because like whatnot for me, like I have to be find stuff like a lot of stuff and have like little invested in it to just run auctions, even though you can run auctions with higher prices and see if you can sell that stuff. It's not going to be easy because if you don't have enough following, selling to just your friends, resellers who will come over, of course, and support you in the beginning to buy something from you. I think, in my opinion, it's not fair to them in a way, even though it shows great support, from the community, that you can rely on it a little bit. And hopefully, I mean, if I find enough stuff to, kind of do a show with on whatnot, I'll try it. But district is more appealing right now to me. I didn't submit my selling application yet on Craigslist Hunter district yet, so I will hopefully in upcoming weeks. Hopefully, I'll get approved. What do you think,
Is
Lisa?
District
Will I
like
get
an
approved?
auction app, like Whatnot, or is District like Macari and Depop?
No, District is interesting. I mean, I checked out. They got live shows like Whatnot. You can do live selling, similar to Whatnot, and you can post collectible items like comics, anything that has good
Oh,
value. So, like in terms of that, I think District, in my opinion, probably is better than Whatnot,
hmm,
because on Whatnot, you're not gonna get, most likely, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comments. You may not get that kind of value unless you get a lot of following on your whatnot account. If you got a large following, like I said in my previous life, like Harry Tornado or some other bigger YouTubers with great following, yes, there is a possibility you will be able to get certain prices. But for me, like right now, I'm at 100 something followers, which is not bad. But I mean, still, I mean, if I bring out certain collectible stuff and I want to get certain amount for it, I may not get it. It depends. Maybe unless someone from the community buys it. So it depends.
I
So
think that's how Whatnot was kind of set up too. Like, I don't know, I might be wrong, but when I was doing research about the people who came up with Whatnot, I think I saw an interview where he was trying to find a way for people to support creators directly. Like, that was a little bit more easier and accessible, kind of like what Fan House was before she sold that company. I think very, very recently. I might be getting those companies confused. I like sometimes, kind of learning about different apps. Like, Pango Books, when that came out, I was like, where'd this come from? That's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that?
yeah, Samantha, there is a lot of opportunities out there, especially if you. But you, I think, what do you think, Samantha? You probably gonna try to sell some other stuff, most likely, not just books. I mean, some people do great with books
Comic
on
book.
Amazon, like really good. I know some sellers on Amazon in the past even that did like great with FBA, sending books to Amazon. But I mean, books are like, in my opinion, not all of them are fast sellers. Yeah,
Nope.
there may be
But you
fast
know
sellers.
what? Some books are just written for the right type of person. Like, I don't know, sometimes I'll just pick a book up because of its cover, or maybe it looks beat up and it looks like it's been read by a bunch of hands. I'll still pick it up. I'm getting to the point where I'm stopping that, where I'm not picking up every book that I just feel emotionally attached to. That's kind of like some of the videos I'm thinking about making, is how to let go of attachments. I can't be the only one. I can't be the only reseller that looks at their death pile or looks at certain books, or hold on to certain things because of this like scarcity mindset, or that there's something about this book that says something about me and I can't sell it because what does that say about me then? Like putting so much of your value in materialistic things. But when you're trying to rebuild yourself, I don't know. When I started surrounding myself with books, and then I'm sitting on books that would make a bunch of money. I have books that are hundreds of dollars worth, but I don't want to get rid of them because I would never be able to buy them myself, and I'm a little bit of a collector, so that's kind of another reason why I'm like, maybe I should get into more clothes or try to find something that I'm not so emotionally attached to, or maybe just learn how to detach, let go.
Yeah, emotional attachment to stuff. It's always gonna be a problem for a lot of. Not for me anymore. I kind of learned throughout the years that even though I also try to find some stuff to collect, and always it ends up I always sell it. Like in the past, I would like try to collect Funko Pops, then some figurines, some older toys, and always end up putting it and selling, like listing it and selling it throughout the time. I mean, I never kind of get attached anymore that much, unless maybe to some knives. Knives are some is something that I collect. So like
Oh, nice. That's really
yeah,
cool.
knives I don't let go, and it's very rare that I will sell my something from my knife collection. But knives I like to collect.
Isn't it
Yeah,
interesting, like why we collect things too? I was reading about that a couple months ago on like why we collect things, and then learning about certain animals that will go around and collect things. There's like this
Like
blue
my
bird, and he picks up just blue things and fills up his house with just a bunch of blue objects, blue plastic, anything blue he puts in his house. And I'm like, I'm that bird, but with books.
Samantha, also, I forgot, we got Biscuit Bot Archie in the house, and I just put his channel. Guys, Archie Biscuit Bot, he's currently at 673 subscribers.
Ooh,
Please subscribe
Archie!
to Archie because he is very alone today. He's lonely. He just see, he says, I just want Roman to read to me. Samantha, see, he wants me to go to Las
Oh,
Vegas
I'll
and
read
read
to
books.
you. Here, let me get. I got just the thing. I
Samantha,
got just the
be
thing. Hold on,
careful.
Archie.
Samantha,
Look what
be
we
careful
got.
because Archie is very lonely right now. So if you're gonna read to him, he may
Archie,
he may
do
fly
you
to
see
Texas.
that? Can you guys see that?
Oh man, Archie, wake up because he's not doing any deliveries today. So he's kind of apparently watching this live, which is appreciate you, Archie, watching it. Archie usually doesn't like to go into my lives. He is very kind of confused about situation. But
Is
Archie,
he?
I,
Are
Archie,
you shy, Archie? I'm shy too. Don't be shy.
yeah, he is
oh,
very
he's
shy,
not
Samantha.
shy.
Samantha, we have to figure out how we can make Archie not shy. We have to kind of write down certain articles of literature and try to send him some letters to bring up his mood of being kind of lonely and watching, some kind of drama movies, romance. That's what he does during weekends.
Oh
Well,
God,
Archie, you need to watch action
I
movies.
can
If you're
tell.
feeling lonely, just watch an action movie.
you're killing me here, Roman. You're killing me.
That comment is also gold comment, guys. From Tommy Bernard. He says, I read audiobooks, guys. That's what you need to do.
You mean you listen to audiobooks?
No, Samantha, Tommy is he's very special. He can actually read.
Shut up. Yeah, we love
Again,
him.
that's
Oh my
Samantha. See, the way I do my lives, it's how you lose subscribers. Don't learn from it. Learn from some other ones that tell you the truth about reselling. It's very important. We got Junk Monkey Rob in the house. Rob, welcome. We got
Wow,
a lot
you
of
just got like all the famous people in here.
Samantha. We got a lot of famous people today, so everyone
You
wanted to
really
come over and
do.
see you because I kind of didn't with my bad marketing skills. I never advertise anything because I'm like all over the place with my brain, so I cannot concentrate. So if I need to do one thing, I forget it, and I will do some other things, and I'll forget it. So
Sounds like
I
you
just
have ADD.
I I just go over so many things in my head that I cannot concentrate on one. So that's why I'm always all over the place with everything, and that's my life. That's how I enjoy it. That's how Samantha I enjoy my life. If I would concentrate on something, that's not gonna be me. I mean, it's like out of my control. Like my brain doesn't function this way, so I have to be all over the place. That's how I feel more comfortable. So there you go. So Samantha, in terms of YouTube channel, I know that how long ago did you? I know you started doing your videos recently. I know
Very
that,
recently.
and you were in the chats before because I've seen you coming in different chats and different lives and
Hmm.
participating in there, chatting with people. So I did, but before I think maybe a year ago that I've seen you in the chats. I started seeing you
Maybe a
in some chats.
year ago. I'm not sure. I've had BelleResells as an account for a very long time. And I've just been like one of those people that's like, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel too, but then I never made one until a couple months ago. So you've probably definitely seen like a comment from me or something, because there's a few people that I would watch, like Craigslist Hunter. I was addicted to his channel for so long because I
That's
was like,
actually, Samantha, that's the right choice to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
that's
deeper.
right.
learning
That's
stuff.
number one, Samantha. That's why you actually started out really good, because you were watching Pete's channel. I actually recommend to a lot of people when I meet people who are into YouTube world. If they want to watch, there are a lot of, Samantha. There is a lot of resellers, true resellers that never watch YouTube. And here in Cleveland, we have a lot of good resellers that are good pickers, and they are not familiar with anyone on YouTube. And even if they ask, like sometimes they will ask, because I usually will record stuff, like put like shorts out. Sometimes they will ask about my channel, and I'll give them the channel, but they usually rarely subscribe. Sometimes I'll show them some good channels, of course, to pick from if they wanna, watch some for entertainment purposes, not for learning, because I know they already know a lot. And I
Right.
always recommend Pete as a channel
Oh,
to
what
watch,
a great
because
channel. Like, I'm surprised the network
here we got
hasn't
some
picked up on
pizza,
him.
guys. We got
There's
I
still
ordered
time.
I ordered T-shirt from District. That's Pete's Craigslist Hunter logo, guys, with Honey and Ruby, and Crystal Lake, Illinois, guys. See,
That
I
is so
got that.
funny. You're literally wearing your shirt.
Very,
That's so
very,
cool.
that's a very cool shirt, guys. Go on District and buy the shirt, guys.
I love you, Samantha.
Not sponsored by Pete, guys. If you're interested, everyone will
That's
say
cool.
Roman was sponsored by Pete Craigslist Hunter to start selling T-shirts. in a
That
drama world of the community.
that's organic though. That's organic. What would you call it? Like marketing. I mean, you're not getting paid
organic
for that.
organic marketing, guys. Exactly, Samantha. Thank you. See, I don't know many words at all. I don't know any
Oh
words at
wait,
all.
you know these words? Can I show you this? I keep wanting to show you guys books and then I get distracted. I'll like hold it up. But I thought for the resellers in the group, I would show some rare Russian books that I have that I keep taking down because I like them for myself and I love Stranger Things. So this is a Coward McCain book. It doesn't have a library
Yeah, I
binding,
can
but it's
tell
that
already by the
Russian
letters. Yeah.
alphabet. Can you see the Russian alphabet?
Yeah, I recognized all the letters already.
How do you say this?
Just one
How
or
do you
two,
say?
I think, maybe.
I
How do you say
recognize.
this letter?
Yeah,
What's
that's
that
B.
letter?
That's letter B, guys. I see, Samantha, in the past I tried to do a live where I was trying to teach everyone Russian, all the Russian letters, and everyone ran away except Tommy Bernard, because Tommy Bernard, he actually stayed around to
Josh
support.
Bell. Hi everybody. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, we
Josh
got Josh
Bell.
God in the house, guys. Please, Josh and John, as you know, I always say, do Power Hour podcast on
Yeah.
the Power Hour podcast on Saturday, and Josh does lives every day. Now he will take a break. I guess I actually watched one of the last lives they did. They did a podcast live with John on last week or this week. I don't remember, guys. My brain doesn't work anymore after all the COVID and the flu and all those diseases. my brain, my brain
Roman's just a
collapsed.
ball of cooties.
You be
All
sending it
those diseases, guys.
to customers. You're like,
Yeah, actually, you know what's funny, Samantha? I went to the Goodwill Beans and I said to everyone I got COVID. So nobody paid attention. I mean, people already don't give a crap about
wow, I
it.
would have been coughing like in my arm to see if people would move away from the bins. I'd be like, oh, see
No,
if they
nobody. I can tell you,
would.
no one even moves when someone sneezes. Like a couple
What?
days ago, I was at Goodwill Beans and there was a lady sneezing right into the bin, and nobody moved.
No, man.
Everyone was still digging. I mean,
My ass would move.
no, I can tell you, listen, no one moved. Like there are some hardcore resellers, they just don't give a like flying, you know what, flying crap. They just don't care about it anymore. I mean, that's like, I mean, some people maybe do, and some people still wear masks. I'm not like, I'm not gonna go into it. But I never wore a mask anyway until they told everyone to do it. But
I didn't. I'm not trying to like be that one of those people or Karens or whatever, but I had a lot of trouble wearing masks because I have severe asthma. So when you put something over my nose and my mouth, and I had like PTSD from other things, like doing this motion would cause me to start to panic and like start to have anxiety. And then when I started to get more anxiety, it got harder to breathe. So
Yeah, I
like
know.
it
That's
just
don't worry
ugh.
about it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, not just you. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who had the same thing, but it is what it is. Nowadays, it's different, thankfully. And
Man, I want to wear it because it looks cool. I want to wear them because they look cool. Like that, I tell some the kids these days and the school that I work for, they're wearing masks because it's like a fashion statement now. Like they'll have different colors that go with their outfits sometimes.
The only kids that wear masks in my neighborhood, I think, are the same ones wearing masks in Roman's neighborhood. They're wearing black hoodies and riding
we
bikes with
don't. I mean,
backpacks that are on
in
people's
our
cameras.
bean stores, nobody cares at all. I mean, nobody wears anything anymore. There is one lady that wore a mask, but she was sneezing inside the mask, which is okay. I mean, whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't even move. I don't even move when someone sneezes anymore.
You're like, it doesn't affect me. They
I
don't
think
come
it
at
I,
me when I brush their
depends. I don't
teeth.
think it's exactly the cleanest non-dust place. I mean,
I mean, if
I've
you
seen
guys
the
are
things on the
familiar with
floor.
Goodwill Beans, it's not that clean. I mean, there are people that go there, resellers. I love it. I love the beans. I mean, it's one of the things kind of interesting what you're gonna find because, like, if they rotate the beans all day, I already found really good stuff anyway throughout the time I've been there. And it's interesting for resellers. Samantha, if you ever come to Cleveland, I'll take you to the beans with me. So
Cleveland, the Browns, Cleveland
yeah,
Browns. That's funny that somebody is making fun of me for
we're
that
gonna go to
team.
the Cleveland Browns game.
I'm gonna hope for the Cowboys tomorrow, just because it would be really good to see them go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Ping is right
Poor
actually.
Cowboys fans, so they always get so excited.
Yeah, everyone will get excited tomorrow, guys. Again.
RT will probably get drunk in no time.
Yeah, because I'm saying Lisa incorrectly all the time. I misspell her name already so many times. If Lisa was like very angry, she would be already not in my life ever. Again, for
Oh, people
mispronouncing
are
her name.
Roman. I'm starting to find people in other chats that are starting to go, "Hi, Lisa," and I'm like, "Are they talking to me, or is there an Lisa in the names?" I'm like, "Damn it, Roman, you
Yeah,
spread it now."
I'm really sorry about that. That's what happens. Mispronouncing the names is my specialty, not just names, all the words. But everyone here in Cleveland understands me without any issues, guys. They already know me, so they actually kind of got used to it, with mispronouncing words. I try to teach them all the time. It's good to mispronounce words. That's normal.
Oh
So
yeah, actually, I was. I keep saying it seems like my new thing is I was reading about, or I was reading this article, but one of the things that actually Okta was making me think about this today, but literacy and how it's gone down, and it made me wonder if there was a future for books if people aren't reading like they used to, and they're just getting pushed past grades. I'm here. I am sitting with a bunch of books, but we're in a future where people don't understand them. Like it's becoming to a point where people don't have the attention span to really sit and read a book. Even I don't have that anymore. Like 8, 10 years ago, maybe not that long, but I was the kind of person that sat and read a book and then read another one. I was always that person, but now it's become to where I'm having so much trouble staying on a page, and like something has rewired my brain, and it's social media and all this stuff. So can I
yeah,
really
social
expect the future
media.
with
I
books?
can tell you, Samantha, social media has rewired everyone's brains
That's a
throughout the
whole
years.
different topic.
It's like completely rewired humans, as octopus will say. The humans have been rewired, so their brains don't work no more
No,
properly.
octopuses are becoming so strong. Did I say that right? Octopuses,
Yes,
Octopi,
octopi.
octopuses.
Someone
Aussie
check that for
squids,
me.
Aussie squids.
Uh, what's the plural form of
Actually,
octopus?
Grams and Pops Vintage said a very good comment here. If you sell Bibles and tarot cards, Do they cancel each other out? See,
Yeah,
it's a good question.
oxymoron, pagans and Christians. That just
My
goes
ADHD
together.
brain is now going to
Yeah,
waste time thinking
that's
that. Thanks,
difficult
guys.
to. I know that Corey and
Like,
Teresa usually, guys, check out their channel. They usually come out with a lot of jokes, and it's very interesting concept in terms of how they joke around with each other. It's kind of one of the best way to do it, in my opinion, on YouTube. But tarot cards and Bible, what do you think, Samantha? What would you rather
um,
sell? Would you rather
it's
sell
funny because I
Bibles
used
or
to do
tarot
both.
cards?
I would sell tarots just because tarots is to me was such a fast seller. If I posted a tarot deck, it sold within like 3 days. I know I can never hold on to tarot decks, but Bibles I seem to hold on to them. So maybe I'm picking up the wrong Bibles, but whenever I had a tarot deck, I know also where to sell tarot decks. I don't just post those on like eBay. I actually go to special Facebook groups that I've been a part of for like years and years, and I sell like occult and eclectic type books. I actually go to certain Facebook groups and I try those first because I'm kind of well known in certain groups and I'm already established as the, oh, this person sells occult books. She's got some on witchcraft. Let me go pick those up real fast before they sell out. So
Ooh.
yeah,
That's
definitely
like
witchcraft.
Ouija boards, man. It's not coming to my house. I
Usually
can't.
go
You
to
guys
find
are all
books, Samantha.
safe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I
we're all
rewatched
safe.
The Poltergeist because of Soda City Flips. You
Shame.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool. That's
Shane.
cool.
I watched that and I was scared out of my mind. I haven't seen that since I was like 8 years old.
I was not scared about Poltergeist. You know, I was very. It was one of my favorite movies, especially original ones from 1970. I don't even remember. It was one. The first one I think came out in 1980, and that was Heather O'Rourke. As you
Yeah.
know, Samantha, she passed away at very young age, and they actually made a big deal out of that. Eventually, it was a lot of conspiracy theories about that particular movie being kind of what do you call it, like blamed on like bad spirits and stuff
Yeah.
and karma and stuff like that because three actors apparently died after starring in that movie along with Heather O'Rourke. And if she would be alive right now, I'm pretty sure she would be very famous right now because she
Oh,
was
yeah.
good child actor back then. And you know, it was not an easy role to star in, especially for her in that kind of a horror movie, which was by Steven Spielberg. I think that he was a
Yeah,
director.
that surprised me. I didn't know that was a Steven Spielberg movie,
Yeah, it
honestly.
was his
So
movie. It was very popular, and actually, it's still popular. They tried to do remake, which was really bad,
really,
and I
there's a
think
remake? Oh, I'm sure it sucks.
yeah, it
Oh,
was really bad.
please.
Poltergeist remake was really bad. They should
No.
not have done it. They should have left it alone. And the original one, yeah, I was scared of it actually when I was growing up, especially when she was sitting next to TV and
Roman
saying,
loves his horror
"They're
movies.
here."
Got him on a. Oh.
Yeah, I loved actually when I was growing up, Samantha, my brother, my older brother, we have like 9 year difference with my brother. So he would bring horror movies and he will scare me with them. Like he will put like Jason movies, Freddy Krueger, Poltergeist, Chucky, and I
Oh,
would
not
be like,
Chucky. No.
I was always afraid to look like at the TV, you know. And then I got used to it, and I liked it eventually, and I kind of always remembered those characters from all those movies because my brother actually was already older back then when I was like think I was 7 and my brother was 9 years older than me, so my brother was 16,
He
so
was
he
an
was
evil
like
teenager. Yeah, let's get it.
he was
I know
already
what I
like
did to
was
my sister when
graduating
I
from
was a
school,
teen.
and he was always scare me with those movies saying that poltergeist will come over, that thing from TV, that I mean, that scary man, older guy will come over, and I was afraid of him actually.
I was actually afraid of that
Aside
one.
That
from that,
guy, that older guy was creepy from Poltergeist. That was like one of the creepiest characters in all the horror movies, I think, in my opinion. That older uh, dude that was coming around talking to her all the time, you know. So, But anyway, Samantha, what in terms of books, where do you find them? Like, where do you like to go look for them?
I'm super fortunate that I live in an area where it's just very easy for me to get them for free. So I go to a hospice, and I've been going to this hospice now for like 5 years. I have a relationship with the people there too. It's funny because our name is Gladys, so like that's my first name. So they kind of hook me up sometimes. I literally get a message sometimes from the lady from church. That's how we're all connected. And she'll tell me, "Hey, we just got a bunch of books in the back. Come in tomorrow." Or she'll tell me, "Hey, on Thursday it's buy one get one half off." And they have literally just been like, I'll go in there and buy maybe 100 books, and then they'll come and be like,
Oh no, no, no.
Guys, we got technical difficulties. Samantha's phone died, most likely.
Oh golly gee, she told me it had 18% and she was gonna plug it in. I hope she
Guys,
didn't
sorry
forget.
for the inconvenience. If you want to take off the, opens the door from the airplane and get out. No, I'm kidding, guys. Let me say hello to Treasure. Samantha will be back, guys. She promised. If her phone dies, she'll be back. So let's wait for Samantha. Unfortunately, it happens, guys. As you know, we're live. It's like bloopers in real TV.
Well, and Roman, it's raining down here, and you know Spectrum, so I've been on prayers since
Guys,
that.
it's so warm in Cleveland today. I was thinking it's the summertime already. I dressed up like I went out, even though I was still not well yet. I was still kind of sick. I still kind of dressed up as it is June. It was like almost 60 degrees today. And I got out like I forgot that I was sick. But it is what it is. And it's been raining. We got Treasure Scavengers, Amber and Mike in the house, guys. Subscribe to them because they do lives also every Thursday right now. And they got,
Amber's doing auctions on Tuesday,
and
and I mean, she's ramping stuff up. And then
yeah,
she does a hangout listing on Thursdays at 2 Central.
yeah, guys. So please subscribe to Treasure Scavengers, help them out. A great channel also. As you are all, guys. As you know, everyone brings a lot to the table in the community. It's very important. A lot of people. Actually, it's a funny thing, Lisa. Today, I was at the Beans, and I was talking to
Again,
younger generation resellers who are called vintage kids. There is a new trend right now, guys, that is going around, which is probably you're familiar. If you actually go to Goodwill Bins in your areas, there is each of the areas have vintage kids. That's what they are. They're younger generation resellers who are in their 20s and 30s, like early 20s, late 20s, early 30s, and they go and look only for vintage clothing in Goodwill Bins or
ugh,
vintage
got my
t-shirts,
closet.
vintage jeans, like Janko will be good example, vintage concert shirts. So they are vintage kids. Usually they stick around in the Goodwill Bins. There's like about 10 of them most of the time. They will come in and only look for clothing. And usually you have to be very quick. If you want to find clothing like jerseys, you have to basically be quick in terms of digging for clothing because vintage kids, they already got used to it. So they got good experience. And they see, I think, Lisa, they actually, when they bring out new bins, they can already tell which bin has those vintage shirts in it.
I got no problem fighting young kids, but Samantha says she's in the back room.
Yeah, guys, sorry, I'm Samantha is back. Samantha,
thank
we
you.
were telling
Now I
everyone
know
that,
exactly how you felt. You were like behind a wall. No one can hear you.
yeah, Samantha, we actually told everyone that you're not gonna be back today.
Well, and I wanted to mention to Samantha that Alex, Bearded King Picture, he's another bookseller. He's all books. He's huge books. Man lives and breathes and eats and sleeps books. And he came to support you.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
Alex,
much. He's the
Alex,
king,
welcome. I'm way
honestly.
behind in the chat, guys. As you know, I'm really sorry. As you know me, I usually get back to eventually catching up before like the live ends. So we actually
Anthony, I
have
just saw your
we,
comment about the Cowboys and how the Eagles are gonna win. Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
on
not
now.
yes,
sports.
guys. Don't mess
Oh,
around with Samantha, guys. Samantha has some power, so
Not
don't mess around
sports.
with her.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so upset if the Cowboys don't win, but they might not because of Jerry Jones. So we're
Guys,
cursed.
Jerry Jones will go to Goodwill Beans tomorrow. And look for clothing. Samantha, you have to go with Jerry Jones and look for clothing in Goodwill Beans
Maybe
tomorrow.
he'll help me get some good stuff. He keeps everything and keeps all the money for himself.
Yeah, see, Larry way out says I stopped watching football the second time. Yeah, a lot of it. I mean, it's corrupted. I agree. Well, it's not. I mean, it's not reselling content, guys, but
Oh yeah, sorry
it is.
guys.
It is what it
But
is, guys. With all professional sports, unfortunately, it's all corrupted right now. It's all money. It's all betting in Vegas, and all the referees are corrupted. So that's how it is, guys. Unfortunately, but they choose who needs to win. So, Samantha, let's go back to reselling content because everyone came to see what we're talking about in terms of reselling because nobody here knows anything about reselling. So
yeah.
that's
Oh,
why
well,
we're trying
Man,
to
it's the
help.
blind leading the blind then.
Yeah, Samantha, you're actually much more knowledgeable than I think me in many areas. That's very good. In terms of books,
Why, thank
especially.
you.
In terms of books, I will have to call you now all the time. So find
Oh,
out
please
which
do,
books.
guys. If you find cool books and you're just like, "Ooh, is this a cool book?" Just
it's
message me
just
on
a cold.
Instagram.
Guys, from now on, I'll always call or message Samantha if I need to find books. That's it.
Yeah.
So
I've
in
even
terms,
thought about making like a service where, better price books. I think you can go to them and they'll buy your books for you. And I was thinking, man, why don't I just adopt that model and just, spend money and have people send me books. I don't know how do they do it, but it's a big operation.
yeah, it is. It's kind of. I mean, how many books total right now you got in your inventory?
Um, Listed or in my inventory?
Just all
Like,
together, listed or not listed.
I counted the last time I counted, I stopped at 2,000. I have
Wow,
a
that's
lot of
crazy.
books. I really, really do. I had no room in my apartment that I had to start using my car, and I started putting things in my car.
Yeah,
So I
that's
probably need
actually
a storage
car.
unit.
And make sure not to overload your car with books. It's, you don't want
It's
the
a
bottom of
basketball.
the car to fall down, with the books inside because they weigh a lot. I mean, if you put like I know, like in the past, I've seen some videos where some resellers will have a lot of books in one room on like a bookshelf and also on the floor, and there were so many books that the floor was kind of cracking up, from the weight because they weigh a lot. So like that's why books are kind of thing in terms of reselling. You need to, I mean, for me personally,
Yeah.
is that I need to find some, I mean, which I actually did a great job so far, is finding
And there goes
No, he
Spectrum.
froze. Now he froze, not me.
I'll be next. I'll be
so
next.
No, it's the
guys, we're
poltergeist.
back.
We were talking about it.
Yeah, guys, we were abducted by poltergeist, the older guy.
Oh my lord.
Samantha, here is a Samantha. Disgruntled octopus says he's 88 years old in
In
human.
human years, wow,
Yeah,
that
he's
means he's really smart because I think I saw something on National Geographic about how octopus might be the only evolution left to basically like another million years, octopuses they're gonna come out from the ocean and they're gonna be just like brains, walking brains, because that's how smart they are, basically.
Don't encourage him.
Conspiracy
Don't
theories,
encourage
Mitch.
him.
Yeah, octopus actually, Samantha. Octopus has a lot of knowledge in books. He's actually him and Grumpy Granny from Australia, with all the Australian mafia, which is a reselling community in Australia. They know a lot about books. That's why they always buy books from United States
I,
because
I
it's
got
not.
visuals of Australian mafia, and it's
Yeah, I
fun.
got disgruntled octopus costume. Yes, that's what happens. They all wear the same costume. So you got
Yeah.
2,000 books, and how many you have listed already?
Well, I'm actually towards the end of the year, something I like to do is clear out. I take everything out and I like restart, refresh it. So if anybody comes into my shop, it's a completely different look. So right now I've actually been taking books off. I only have 195 listings on eBay and
Hey,
about
that's still a good bit.
275 listings on Macari. So under 300 listings on every single platform, but I'm using multiple platforms. So the way anybody wants to look at that, you know, some people say cross listing, that's like individual jobs. So, you know, Depop is a job, eBay is a job, Macari, those are all separate. So you're putting all this effort into all of them. I don't use a cross listing app. I just do it on my spare time. And some books work better on Depop than on Etsy or I'm sorry, not Etsy, but eBay. Like on Depop, I sell, sometimes kids just love books on Scooby-Doo, anything that's iconic that that was in the Y2K era. Kim Possible, like I've just sold the most silliest things on Depop. Most recently, I sold a couple books on the Swan Princess. So every time I found something about the Swan Princess, I just picked it up. As long as it was like 10 cents or a quarter. I don't spend more than 50 cents on any book. So that's something maybe other people should know.
It's good
My cost
actually.
of goods
50
are
cents.
free.
Yeah, cost of books. What are you trying? You're probably trying to stay at around $1, right? When
Oh,
you buy.
much under 50 cents. I don't even try to get a book for $1 to resell unless I think it's gonna resell for really fast. Like at Goodwill, I don't like going to Goodwill for books. They're too expensive and they're taking all the books that are good in the back. So
I got a
I'm
book
like,
to show.
oh, let me see.
Grumpy Granny wanted to see it, and I didn't get around to getting it because, you know, I'm a niche seller. I'm mostly jewelry and ladies things, but I actually got a pretty kind of rare book.
That's
It's
pretty.
History of Costume for the Stage.
Oh, I love that. It's like drama. Oh, how old is that?
19 teens or 20s,
Oh,
and
that's
like
lovely.
it shows different costumes for different time periods.
Oh, I
That's
love
pretty cool,
that.
Lisa. Where'd you find it?
Pick an estate sale.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling it was from estate sale
Well,
for
we
some
know
reason.
that's how I shop, estate sales.
Yeah.
Bring me for the jewelry. Let me scramble
I
for
love
everything
that.
else.
I love like
So
plays, Broadways. That's such an awesome book find. Like I'm kind of geeking out just because that's such a cool little thing. I mean, back then the schools used to do plays a lot more, and I remember when I was brought up, I don't know, there was a lot of drama. I'm kind of like a little drama
there's
nerd.
always drama growing up.
There was always drama, Samantha, unfortunately. The world cannot survive without drama anymore, you know. That's how life is. Life is full of drama, and then you die.
Does it go in like different countries? Is that like, hey, does the book go by different countries or different major plays or something? That I'm
It's
just
for
curious.
everything. I mean, there's Greek,
Um,
there's Roman,
oh,
Byzantine, and Romanesque, Elizabethan. I mean, it runs the gamut, you know.
A lot of Roman in there.
Virgin.
I love
I
it.
mean, it gives full costumes. My Roman numerals are a little sketchy.
I
you
even
know,
don't know. I don't know Roman numerals, guys. That's the thing. Even my
you
own
know, a book
numerals.
is nice when you've got the tissue paper that's over
Oh,
the
that
color
big,
plates. But yeah,
yeah.
MCM XXXVII, I believe, is 1938.
When
That's
Because
pretty.
we learned them in elementary school.
How
I'm
much?
that
let me
old.
double
How
check.
much does it sell for, Lisa? How much is it going for?
I haven't comped it yet. I'm
I
not
think
booked, man. I've got
that
jewelry
was
going
for
on. I just put up a Marion
Reverend.
Haskell for $1,000 that people are blowing me up about all day. So
Something like that, I would probably I wouldn't price under $50 because
oh,
of something. I don't know. I just think that's a really cool book. I mean, again, someone probably will go in and comp and be like, that book is not worth anything, but to the right person, that is worth a bunch. Like where I work at the school, we have a huge theater department, and I go to the theater all the time here. We don't have a movie theater, but we have a live theater. So like
ooh,
people really
exciting.
appreciate that kind of
That's
stuff and
actually
they
cool.
pay
That's
us
cool.
for it.
That's
I
nice.
used to do theater myself, so I know
Oh,
they used to have reference guides like that, and places like that want them to do
yeah.
appropriate time period costumes as best they can. Nothing ruins a show than you're looking at the costumes going, yeah, that's like 50 years wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, the
It
books
really
are
breaks the
something.
immersion.
We're
Let me
just getting
say,
her excited about something, Roman. I mean, this is her topic, so.
yeah, that's actually
This
very. I
is
got
really
very
cool, though.
excited already, Lisa. You guys made me very excited. Now I don't
Oh,
know
come
what I
on.
don't know
We
what to
got
do
Roman excited.
anymore. Let me,
Oh, so bad. So bad.
guys, that's it. I'm very excited now. Guys, let me say hello to Yakov Benz. Samantha, Yakov Benz is very famous YouTuber. You have to follow him because he's gonna do live later on today, most likely. Jake, put in the comments if you're doing a live today, because Samantha, Jake, Yakov Benz, he got actually very important live. He does actually reseller working live where he lists and takes photos and talks about reselling all the time. So it's more important than my life.
Also, actually put me to work. I don't want to work. I just want to make money and not work.
I
Let
think
me
we
say
all
hello
do.
to Leroy, Blood, Sweat, and Cell. Welcome, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Subscribe to Leroy, Samantha. He got a lot of knowledge with a lot of stuff also on
I
his
will
channel.
definitely go through
And
all
Marine,
the chats here and sub and leave comments to everybody. So if it looks like I'm spamming you, it's a love spam, I promise.
it's a love scam, guys. I mean, Samantha does not mean anything bad, guys. As you know, Samantha still gonna bring up a lot of knowledge. If you want to find out about any type of platform reselling, Samantha knows a lot of stuff. She's been studying up throughout the years on YouTube. How
Oh,
long
yep.
you been watching YouTube channels, Samantha? When
Oh
did you start?
gosh. I feel like I've been a lurker since YouTube started. Like I've always watched YouTube videos. And then like a couple years ago I tried Hyla Brook Books and tried to make a channel, but it was just so I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, y'all. But this is
Most of us
really
don't,
good.
honey. Don't feel
Still don't
bad.
know what we're doing, y'all. That's, that's
We're
normal.
winging it. We're
Samantha,
winging it
after
best.
Samantha, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing after all those
Yeah.
years.
But you're
Have
doing
you
it
seen
so
our
good.
show?
Like you're doing it so good. Like you don't know where you're going, but you're going fast.
You don't know where you're going. Don't try to do that in the car, guys. Make sure you know where you're going when you drive, because if you don't, that's
He
a big
says that to
problem.
the ADHD people. Yeah.
Let me say hello to Angela, perfectly blessed from our Discord group. Thanks for your support, guys. Appreciate you stopping by.
Blessed.
Angela also has a channel. She will post more videos. She promised. She actually is a clothing seller and also finds really cool, good stuff. As you all guys do. Everyone has see Samantha. That's why it's so beautiful to watch certain channels where you see a lot of people, a lot of resellers finding different variety of things. And
Oh
like
yeah, and where they find stuff and all the different ways. Like Amazon wasn't something I really considered until like I started my YouTube channel, and I'm trying to learn about Amazon before I hop onto it because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like Amazon, to be honest. Like it sounds really nice, but I like connecting with customers, and those are Amazon's customers. Like the customers are Amazon's once I send the books. They're not my customers. They're not
Samantha,
having books.
if you want to learn about Amazon and booksellers, you can get with Beard King Picker because he has knowledge in that.
You
He's
think
very
you'd be
familiar
nice
with
to
it.
tell me? You think
yeah,
he'd be like
Samantha's
forthcoming
the
with
best.
information?
Samantha, the best thing to do, in my opinion, to gain every type of knowledge is to watch Reseller Locker Room podcast with Archie, Ben, Alex, and Shane. If you want to
They're
learn,
so funny.
if you want to learn about any type of reselling, Ben, Rocky Top Picker, he is very knowledgeable. He is sometimes very shy, but whenever he does a podcast, he always says, "My name is Ben. Welcome to the Reseller Locker Room." So at least he remembers to say that. But one of the most important things, in my opinion, when you do a podcast, is always remember your name. Sorry, Ben, man. Everyone in the community kind of joke around a little bit, but the Reseller Locker Room, it's like one of my top podcasts. Their podcast and Reseller Clickbait. It's like one of number one and two for me to watch. And
They're
sometimes
1 and 2, all right.
I will actually. I watch a lot of podcasts. I watch Trash to Cash. I sometimes when I watch Trash to Cash, I don't like because I'm kind of my mind is sometimes a little bit dirty. So I usually don't try to put certain comments in Trash to Cash because they always make fun of Kevin and there is like always whenever Dave or Kerry comes out and says some kind of thing in terms of Kevin, it's always like I will listen while I list, and I always want to type something in, then I kind of decide not to because I feel bad for Kevin in a way. So I don't do it. It's kind of, but they joke around on him a lot. Even I actually missed their last. I didn't watch the last podcast they did, but the one before, it was really funny how he was.
There were so
How
many
they were making
episodes.
fun of Kevin and his travelings around United States, looking for treasures, trying to rob older people. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry,
Yeah.
Kevin. You need to stop robbing older people, man.
Oh, there's
Because
going to be an
I'm
Instagram on
gonna
that one.
come down, man. I will teach you a lesson. That's it.
People who
I'm
don't
tired
even
of
know
this.
what we're talking
I'm
about, they
tired
need
of
to go
Kevin
to his
robbing older
phone. Like,
ladies.
he robs old people.
And they always joke around on their podcast about it, especially Dave. He will kind of bring out certain thing, which is kind of what makes their podcast funny. Is that Kerry is funny guy himself. He will kind of joke around like me in a way, and Dave will always come out and say some kind of very like something offensive, in a way. But it's the same. At the same time, it's funny because that's how I am, and it's
They've
kind
got
of
a balance. They've got a balance going
and
on.
then
It works.
poor
Okay.
Kevin is there sitting like, he's a teacher and he's trying to be always nice. He's like kind of built into that. And I'm completely opposite. So, like, but anyway, we're talking about reselling again, guys. We're not
Oh yeah,
talking about
reselling.
podcast.
Oh,
Are we
back
talking?
to that, are
Why there's
we?
like three
Back to reselling,
ADHD
guys.
people in the
We're
room?
gonna stop birthing trash to cash. They're too rich. See, Samantha, that's the problem nowadays. There are rich resellers and poor like us.
Yeah. No, I'm just the
Nobody
poor.
making
I'm
any
just the
money
poor
anymore.
victim. I'm
But
just a poor
they do
victim.
have a good podcast. I like Trash to Cash. It's just the chemistry is good for them. That's what works. A reseller locker room also it works in a way. The chemistry works. Archie Biscuit Butt kind of on the outside a little bit. He's not that funny. Sorry, Archie, you're not
Get
funny,
that
man.
jab
Sorry.
in on Archie. You guys, since you broke up, man, you're having a veiled love
I think
fest.
me and Archie need to start a podcast, guys. Put in the comments if you would like me and Archie to. I will take Archie away from locker room. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do that. It's
Oh,
kind of
Ben already doesn't
I
pay
was
him.
about
I
to
wanted
die,
to
you
take
guys.
Archie away from locker room, guys, from
So
Ben and the locker room.
if I die, or if I die, oh my gosh, that sounds so dramatic. If my phone dies, it's because
Samantha, your phone will never die. Just talk to your provider. They said the phone will always live, even without being charged. So
oh,
Samantha,
and since Jill is in the chat, I don't know if I meant to say this earlier, but there's a video that I'm trying to work on. Hopefully, my phone doesn't die while I say this, but it's kind of an important video to me, and I was even inspired by our talk that maybe people can submit stories about their hoards or their death piles, or maybe how um, clutter affects you as a reseller specifically. Because sometimes I look for other videos where resellers might talk about their, I don't know, their clutter or their that kind of aspect, and there seems to be a lot of like shame and you shouldn't even have that death pile and you
no,
better get rid of it.
don't be ashamed of that. Believe me, like
Well, I'm shamed. Don't shame. I feel
yeah,
it.
that I kind of don't even. I mean, I don't care about it that much. I mean, I bring a lot of stuff home, a lot, and I'm by myself listing and sorting and shipping. So like, I will have to basically dedicate certain days where I source, where I will have time to list. Especially when I was sick just now, it completely took me out of the routine. I couldn't list, so and source. So basically, the only thing which was good, I had sales and I was able to ship. Even though I was out of breath, I was still kind of shipping. But whenever you're sick and you do full time reselling, it's difficult, Samantha. It's like if you don't have like help, it's complicated to
You
kind
do
of
it full
adjust.
time? You're
Yeah,
full
I
time?
do it. I do it full time. I do some other stuff, but mostly reselling is full time. So it's kind of complicated. You see, that's why for resellers it's always important to stay healthy, 365 days a year, and without stopping. And like me, I don't rest. That's why, like when I don't rest, it's like kind of gets to me eventually because I'm all over the place anyway, and I don't rest too much. So, but it
Well,
is what it
Roman,
is.
that's why we're supposed to have as a good plan, if we're talking serious work, we're to have banked things to drop in case we get sick, so you do still continue to tickle that algorithm by,
Yeah.
keeping things going, to have them if you get ill, that you've got some that you can go, all I can do is press some keys, man. That's it. I can't list some. And the locker room podcast, they preached a really good one about, having banked listings ready to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
locker room knows what's up. Well, that's why they clap. You see, Samantha, what they do when they do sales, they start clapping, and the only person who doesn't clap is Archie because he's jealous. He's jealous that everyone sold something except him. Samantha, Larry way out
Just
actually
go
wanted
here and
me
you
to
want to
make you
say
big
hi.
so he
Just
can
FYI.
see what you were showing. So Samantha, show something again. I'll make you big so everyone can see what you were showing. I think he was talking about books that you were showing.
I was, and I'm probably gonna die. My phone's probably gonna die. But this is Leo Tolstoy. That's the author of War and Peace. But many might not know that he came out with a book of fairy tales and folklore, Russian fairy tales and folklore. And then I have this book. It's the Russian alphabet. Just a really interesting book. Stranger Things made that kind of popular, so I've been selling Russian alphabet books. And then this is just a really interesting Soviet era book. Soviet era literature is something that I pick up. People do buy it. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys.
All right, that's great.
I don't know
So
when my
guys,
phone's gonna die,
sorry,
so I'm
sorry
just like
about
preparing for it
sorry
to die.
about that, guys. I should have
Thank you
made
again so much for letting
Samantha.
me come on here, Roman. I really appreciate it. I know my phone's gonna die like really soon, but the fact that you let me invited me on here means a lot to me. I just want to say that before my phone dies.
No, I really appreciate you actually, accepting my invitation. It's very important. It's like very cool to talk to a lot of different resellers from different types of United States and
I
find out,
know.
learn stuff from them. It's very important for everyone. It's not just like for me, but people who go into my life and really appreciate it. So it was
Well,
we're having great time today, Samantha. Everyone is here, and hopefully you guys subscribe to Samantha and follow her because I think today you were at 119 subs when before the live. Let's see.
I think
Let's
I
see.
had 119 this morning. I try not to look too much at the numbers because it makes me anxious.
Yeah, I know. It's like it doesn't matter as long as you provide, like content that you are providing right now, and you're providing great content, in my opinion, describing what you're finding, how much stuff sells for. Like you even went to some kind of flea market outside, which I watched your video about, was kind of cool. Somewhere like it was some kind of street sale, and
Yeah.
in one of your videos, I think it was maybe from a couple months ago that I
Yeah.
watched. So it was very cool video, guys. Yeah, give her a sub, help her out. She's trying to grow her channel, support her, put a comment on her videos, hit the like button. It's very important. So
Yes, please help me get to 200 subs at least. Or I'll be happy if I get 500 subscribers.
A
If
lot of
I
people
once
will.
I reach 500, I'll be happy.
Samantha, even Archie wants to have 500 subscribers, but even though Archie has surpassed
Oh, my
surpassed
phone.
500. Another great
My
channel
phone. You just
is
come in here
Dragon
and you wanted to sit
Dragon
down with
Master
me and
Finds
get on
Anthony
camera,
actually
but then the
also.
camera died. Oh, come on.
I think
No.
Samantha's phone may have died again, guys. So Samantha hopefully will be back again, guys. I'm really sorry about that, but that's what happens. Sometimes when you're on your phone, the phone can die, guys. Unfortunately, all the phones are currently designed where the battery doesn't live forever. So hopefully in the future, artificial intelligence will correct it. So you would not have to charge your phone anymore by the charger. It's just gonna be charged by the air, So we'll see how that's gonna go. Let me say hello to Vintage Sports Flips Keys in the house. Welcome, appreciate you stopping by. Another channel that is good content that's starting up right now is Dragon Masters Finds Anthony. give him a sub also, guys, if you can. I think I put Anthony's channel in earlier in the channel in the chat. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it. If you're just coming in, I'll put it in again. Anthony is sometimes he's on Shane's Soda City Flips lives on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So here is Anthony's channel once again, and I put Keith's channel in. Keith does lives right now on Thursdays, I think at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Keith, you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong in the chat, but I think it's 8 p.m. I missed a lot of lives this week. I was not up to even watching YouTube.
I was there for the both of us, Roman.
I was not in a condition to concentrate on anything, being sick, let alone watch YouTube. It's a good thing, guys, that I was not late on shipping. That was the worst part, Lisa, was Sunday and Monday of this week, where I was shivering and I was out of breath. And I had a lot of orders. I had like on Sunday, on the last weekend, I had almost 40 orders in 2 days, and
Sweet.
and then I knew it. I mean, it was great, and it was just in time before was the holidays shopping, and I knew it's gonna happen. So I was kind of trying to ship everything on time, and I knew I was sick and I was out of breath. I was still. It took me almost all day on Saturday and Sunday to actually get everything ready to ship, because I was kind of shipping, laying down, shipping, laying down. It was like all day long, and I didn't list nothing until almost Thursday. So I started back listing stuff.
But you got out to the bins. You
I got
had
out
to. You had to
finally.
get that fix, man.
Guys, finally got out to the bins. I miss the bins so much. When I came there, I kissed the door. I said
I'll
to
spread it
myself,
around more.
I was kissing the ground, guys. To get back, I miss the place so much that I was like, finally. But that was all good, that's for a good cause, guys. Hopefully Samantha will be back again, guys. We'll see. Yeah, if not, guys, I really appreciated her stopping by. Hopefully she'll be back. We'll see how that's gonna happen. Treasure Scavenger says, Amber, I don't collect things, but my husband does it. It's definitely a lot harder if you're. It is difficult, yeah, if you collect stuff. And I know Mike collected Legos in the past. I don't know if he collects Legos right now, but most likely he does.
Oh,
But
they've still got a Lego problem.
Legos are. Did Jake actually, Lisa? Did you see Jake put down in the chat that he's going live?
Yes, he is going live at 10.
Okay, guys. In 20 minutes, we're gonna raid Jake Yakov Benz live.
Great.
We're gonna raid Jake again. Is that a new logo for Archie? Yes, Keith. Archie is now becoming famous guy, so he had to make a logo for himself. Even though it's a good thing he put his own face on the logo, which is.
But he needs to be putting out content because he hasn't had a video in like
Archie,
a month.
don't put out any content, man. Your channel will still grow. With you, man, it's not necessary to put anything out. Just come into lives. Roman's the famous one. Yeah, Mike. I was the famous one before. A long time ago. Samantha said so. Yeah, there you go. Vintage Ivan in the house, guys. I forgot. Ivan, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's see who else I missed, guys. Sorry if I'm slow, guys, as usual. And it's the best for sure. Why is she holding boots as desktop? I didn't. Tommy, you should come to it's kind of interesting concept with you, man. It's a controversial book, guys, unfortunately. I know Tommy loves those types of controversial books. Tommy is very controversial, guys, as you know. He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind being controversial, like me. I don't mind being controversial. I don't mind wife jokes, that much. so I can curse in Russian. Anthony, that's not a good trend to curse in Russian, man. I mean, it's like one. It's like one of the things that usually what happens is a lot of Russians teach curse words, and usually it's kind of something that, in my opinion, not a good thing to teach someone, because there are so many curse words in Russian with a lot of different meanings. One curse word can mean like five different things. So I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Lisa, I will not teach you to curse in Russian.
Oh man, I
Uh,
need to add it to my collection. I've already got French and Spanish. Come on.
yeah, it's like I don't know, Lisa, if it's a good thing to. I know that you can remember some of the curse words and use them on someone, which is what happens usually. What people do, they just learn some curse words from different languages and use them all the time. So it is what it is, guys. Cannot stop on the weight loss. Yeah, Tommy says congrats, Mike, on your weight loss. See, actually, yeah, Mike did a great job. Actually, it's a lot of inspiration for people, as I said earlier, to do that. That's difficult to do, guys. From the weight he was at to drop down to the weight that he's at right now, that takes a lot of hard work, guys. I know it's difficult. It's really hard, especially at certain age. It's much more harder. So, yeah, Mike is right. At this point, if you're wearing mask, still you. Mike, sorry, man. Not a lot of people will agree, as you know, Mike. A lot of controversial uh, topics. Mike and me kind of, in a way, on the same page about a lot of different things. But I don't go into politics a lot, but me and Mike usually kind of agree on certain things. But it is what it is, guys. I mean, you cannot have, everyone has different opinions. A lot of people get offended, Mike. You know how it is, man, nowadays, especially with my Instagram. And I don't put out anything political anymore that much. After a year of bean shopping, you're pretty much immune. Exactly. That's basically the true statement right here, guys. If you go to Goodwill Beans and you're immune, if someone sneezes on your face or just does anything, if you even cut yourself on a glass, you're not gonna get anything. In my
Oh.
in my case, it was a little bit different, but I think I didn't get sick from there. We got Jenna in the house. Miss Flipping and Easy. Jenna, welcome. I put John's channel as I usually do in for flipping and easy for me this week, guys. When I was sick, it wasn't easy at all. Just so you know, John and Jenna, it was flipping was actually not easy for me when I was sick. It was
But I was
difficult.
there.
Yeah,
We talked about you.
Lisa was helping out a little bit on Instagram, sending me warm. Guys, appreciate you all sending me messages on Instagram, checking on me to make sure I'm still alive. Kind of even Jesus messaged me, asked me if I'm still alive. He was just wanted to find out still alive or not. But I put here's Power Hour podcast, guys. Actually, very important in my opinion podcast if you want to learn about different reselling topics. As you know, John and Josh already put out a lot of content on YouTube
A lot of
for
great content. I mean,
a lot of discussions, guys, about every platform there is, and answer all types of questions. It's already kind of enough of that stuff all over the place, but it is what it is, guys. I help a
but
lot
they
of
put it
people.
in one place.
Yeah, people have a lot of questions all the time, and it's amazing how many people come out and support in their lives and in the chat, asking questions. Usually I don't because I usually joke around a lot, but I don't know anything anyway. So I'm excused, guys. If I would be in high school, guys, I think if John or Josh would be my teacher, they will be sending me to principal every day for joking around in class because I would be falling asleep. Jenna, yeah, I'm doing kind of. I'm not really sick anymore, but I'm still not 100% yet. But hopefully, I will get there with my dedication to reselling. Pick up any KFC. Yeah, John. Actually, guys, I put out shorts yesterday. I got parakeet for my son because one of his parakeets has died. So I kind of he didn't want one anymore. There was he had two of them, so I was kind of contemplating on getting it or not, and then decided it's time to get another one. So there are two of them now. Again, you know how it is, Lisa, with parakeets. They don't live for like many years. I mean, unfortunately, like 2 years is like, even though it says they live for like up to 7 years, which is possible, but
Yeah, what are
small,
you doing wrong?
no, small parakeets usually, like, you don't take them to the vet. A lot of people don't. I mean, they just don't show any signs of being really sick unless you can notice it if they don't eat. But just it happens, guys. As you know, whoever had parakeets, they just
Yes,
die.
but did you make sure that they were a boy and a girl,
Yeah,
or
well, the person at the store said the one that I just bought was a girl, and the one that my son had was a boy. So, I mean, I hope I it's a girl, guys.
you might get eggs? You might get eggs. That'll be a fun bit of video.
It's gonna be a good video, guys. Good content if they lay eggs, and we're gonna have a couple more parakeets in a cage. It's gonna be exciting. Like John said, KFC order number 9. So, guys, I unfortunately, Samantha will not be back today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I was trying to ask as many questions from Samantha as possible, and she'll be a guest again. I can ask her to come over next week again. If you guys have more questions for Samantha, she'll answer. But you can check out her channel, guys. She got a lot of knowledge and books for sure. Interesting genres too, like mystery. Agatha Christie is one of the authors she likes. I know that. So guys, I know at least something.
Well, and I'm sorry that we didn't get to ask her about her big passion is, she does the elderly cat rescue too. That's
Oh
something
yeah,
that
that's
she's
actually
very,
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to ask. She actually is working at one of the animal. I think it's like animal shelter.
yeah, they do elderly cat rehoming. And then she's also in Texas in case people wanted to know where she was located because we missed that at the time. But I think she did great. She was extremely nervous. Everybody was so welcoming to her, and that was very important. So we
Yeah,
appreciate all of you for being so good, so generous.
yeah, guys, really appreciate it. And I mean, it was very nice of her to come over on the live and talk about her reselling journey. And like I said, I forgot to ask her about the animal stuff, which is actually important to me also. I like animals, and I actually support people who adopt animals and rescue animals. It's very important. I mean, because it's like one of the things that I'm always like, if I see an animal outside, like a dog or a cat, which is rare, but like if someone loses their pet, it may be any type of pet. It's like your heart kind of, you don't feel right, how the animal is, because
And none of my rescues showed up tonight. We're surprised.
they cannot help themselves. That's why it's like, it's important. Let me say hello to and welcome back, Chuck. You guys know Chuck went through some medical issues, but welcome back, brother. Guys, support Chuck, subscribe to his channel. Chuck and Marcy, great people. Chuck, actually, I'm waiting for Chuck to start the live back. Come back in the live. I know that Chuck is a very fun guy. So, welcome, man. I'm finally getting through the chat a little bit, guys. We got 10 more minutes before
No.
we go to. See, people have zero issues getting ripped off. Yeah, but us. Exactly, Mike. People are getting. That's what happens, Mike, unfortunately. People love being ripped off by big corporations, but
Yes, please.
resellers are not big corporations, man. We don't get treated fairly anymore. We're getting discriminated by people. Alex, welcome, and I think I said hello to Alex. Actually, let me put his channel in. Beard King Picker, guys. I forgot. I'll put in their podcast channel. Also, give them a sub, guys. Great podcast. Reseller Locker Room is, I think, like top of the list. Like I said before, was reseller clickbait. In my opinion, right now, for me, guys. For someone else, maybe different, as you know. It's my personal preference. Here's Reseller Locker Room, guys. Archie Biscuit Butt is the owner and CEO of
Oh
Reseller
God, it gets
Locker
deep.
Room Podcast, guys. I know Ben doesn't listen to the live, he may be lurking. But Ben, I'm sorry, man. Archie told me he's the CEO. So you have to move, man. You have to move that microphone and give it to Archie to start to lead the show, man. Archie said you're old also, like you're over 50. So you cannot do like your own life, man.
Yeah, not
Unfortunately.
until you're 50. You're not old enough.
If you're over 50, that's it, man. You have to give the ring, like give it to someone else, man. Give it to Archie because he's not 50 yet. Ben is like, I'm unsubscribing. I'm crying right now. And Ben is probably flying to Cleveland right now, guys, to beat me up.
Oh God, no.
Let's see who else I missed. Lisa, I know you were paying attention to the chat as usual. Lisa does great job, guys. Pay attention to chats
And
and
listen us too.
listening to my mumbling. Like Archie came over today and said that it's not an unprofessional life. It's more of a mumbling life, which is kind of correct in a way. I think I forgot to. No, I said hello to Harry. Guys, Harry Hamston in the house again. If I forgot, Harry, welcome. But
Well, we all have to thank you, Roman, for coming and being able to do the show for everybody, because you haven't been feeling that great. But this was so important to get out there and just to get to see everybody.
I feel better when I talk a lot, guys. I think
No, I'm surprised. No,
that's like one of the things that I was. It was kind of difficult last week. I was trying to give it a go. I actually messaged Lisa. There was a possibility last week, and I appreciated Samantha to wait one more week and agreeing to come out to this live on this live after a week, which is kind of cool. I mean, last week I was trying to give it a go, but it would be impossible. I would be probably sleeping. Well, after all the pills I took, I would probably fell asleep on in a chair. So, guys,
Advil should give you a sponsorship with as much as you were
guys,
popping.
this live is sponsored by Advil, Dayquil, and NyQuil. And COVID. Sorry, guys. No, COVID is no joke, guys. I cannot joke around it. A lot of people have died, as you guys know. I mean, it's not a joking matter. It is what it is, guys. I was sick with COVID before, and again, most likely, even though one person told me in home COVID tests are not 100% like accurate, and they apparently are not accurate, and I may have not had the COVID, even though symptoms were as with the flu. So you cannot exactly tell, guys. I don't know. It's hard to say because a lot of symptoms were similar to COVID: out of breath, pain all over, aching, falling asleep constantly, being weak, not wanting to do anything at all, not didn't want to even eat any food for 2 days. That was how bad it was.
That tells you guys how sick he was. Roman loves food.
couldn't even swallow anything, guys. Any food, or I just was drinking water. That's how you lose weight, guys. I guess it's the best way to lose weight. So,
Yeah, get sick. It's not a good balance.
It's not a good balance, guys. Guys, I think I put Jake's channel in, so we will go in 5 minutes and raid Jake again. Let me go down all the way.
Raid the Jake.
So I didn't miss anyone's comments today. Listen, did
well,
I miss
Nicole Lepresto just finally got here to say hi. She was late.
We got Jennifer Hayes in the house. Jennifer, appreciate you stopping by. Here's Jennifer, guys. Patrick Murphy, appreciate you stopping by, flying over in your airplane. It's very important when Patrick flies over. Archie saying, Samantha, I'm sure Roman has a phone charger. Archie, I got a lot of different ones. If you need one, Archie, I can send you one also. Let's see.
I need one that's longer.
You can use most of the time nowadays. You can only use like a regular USB cable, so that's kind of gonna do a trick for you guys. It's gonna.
I don't do technology, so I'm out.
Wednesday. Oh, here it is, guys. Skis Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. See, there you go, guys. I was wrong by a day. So Wednesday, guys. Keys Winter Sports Flips. He does his lives right now. He did the second one last week. We got Larry Todd in the house, guys. Very important. Larry and Todd, both of them, decided to stop by a little bit later today. Todd came in first, and Larry joined later on with the desk. So the desk actually joined also, guys. So we got 3 people: Larry, Todd, and the desk. So everyone joined. Silver Hair Stacker, guys, subscribe. I'll put Todd. Guys, Todd, if you're not watching Todd, guys, that's one of my favorite lives. It's Todd when he goes live in the morning. It's like it's when I was sick, guys, I didn't want to type anything in the live. Todd with his desk, that was the funniest thing all the time. When I wake up and look at it, I start laughing right away. So at least with my sense of humor, when I see Todd's hands and his desk, guys, that's one of the highlights of the mornings, usually for me. You know, with Todd and Tom, Queen City Picker, and Scott on Wednesday, they usually come out all together in the same live. So as you know,
Usually.
usually most of the time, Todd's desk usually is always there. You
One's
cannot
the right hand, one's the left.
sometimes you guys will not see Todd at all, but his desk, guys, is gonna be always in that spot. Sorry, Todd, man. I love you, man.
See, people, we've got to have our dose of Roman.
Todd is like, I think Todd and Tom with Queen City Pickers, they're like old school mafia people. They're like, if I would work for them, I knew I'm gonna learn something from either Tom or Todd. I know for sure. They're like old school mentality. That's what I like. I like to follow people who have like old school mentality about life, about reselling. That's one of my favorite things, guys. Anthony saying, I figure instead of sitting in the shower crying, I'll just join Shane on his lives. Anthony, you need to kind of do your own live from the bathroom, man. I think it's gonna catch up eventually.
Hey, he's got a gig there with the toilet.
Guys, here's Samantha was saying, thanks so much for being here, Alex, Archie, Anthony. There you go. See, Samantha is still here, guys. If you have any questions, let us know. Before we leave for Jake, let's see if I missed anyone else. Sorry, guys, if I missed any comments, as you know. See, Eurisra wrote down in Russian, it says, make a video with, make more cooking videos, please. In Russian it says, Роман, снимай побольше видео со своим вкусным мясом, пожалуйста. See, that's in Russian.
That's a mouthful.
The translation you basically means make more cooking videos.
I want to know how she got Cyrillic on her keyboard. I can barely write in English.
No, you can do it. I mean, I have a keyboard that can switch.
Well, of course you do.
Yeah. I need the French cusser. There you go. Todd, thanks for stopping by, man. I know it's kind of late for Todd, guys, but at least he stopped by today. He knows I love his lives, guys. That's like one of my favorite lives. Is Todd's. Because eventually, guys, I decided I will do my lives with just hands. Like Todd and desk. I'll just put a desk sideways and just show hands with silver. And that's going to be it. So, guys, we got 1 more minute because we're going to visit Red Jake. To see if you're okay. Is it too late to message to see if you're okay, Roman? No, Patrick, you can message me, man. It's never late, man. You can message me.
Patrick.
5 in the morning, man. Let's see. Parakeet Love. Yeah, I think I missed a lot of messages, but let me see if I can catch up. See, I saw Russian keyboard at the Goodwill today. Anthony,
and you didn't buy it?
Should have picked it up, man. It probably would have sold for sure. Adam, welcome. What's up, Roman? Adam Hartman, guys, in the house. Welcome, Adam. Appreciate you stopping by. Adam actually also has a YouTube channel, guys. Check him out. Talks about actually interesting stuff when he did his lives, guys. Adam Hartman made. Let me find it here because I had it in my storage, guys. Adam Hartman made is actual channel name, guys. So here you go. Let me put the link in so you can subscribe to Adam. Adam has been a big supporter of my channel, guys, for a long time also. Here you go. And I think I forgot to put Gino's channel. Gino's Finds, guys, give him a sub also. Gino will appreciate it, guys. And then we can go to, and don't forget, subscribe to Tommy Bernard podcast, guys. It's very important. Tommy promised in about maybe a month he'll go live again.
Promises.
So, guys, Tommy Bernard may come back. He will maybe back again with his live. So you never know. So please subscribe to him so you will find out. Hit the bell when Tommy will go live. Everyone have a catch all around. Yeah. So, guys, thanks to all of you for stopping by. Samantha, appreciate it. I really appreciate you being in our life and providing great information. Thank you all for being here, supporting Samantha. Please subscribe to her channel. I put it in the description, and follow her on Instagram. And we'll see you guys next week. Right, Lisa? Hopefully.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to get sick again.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Y'all come back now. You hear? There you go, guys. And go, here's Jay, guys. Let me put his, did he go? Let me check if he went. So we'll give Jake raid right here, guys.
Jake.
I'll put right his live. 7 people are watching his live already, guys. Here you go, guys. Let me put it in here. And here's Jake, guys. Go to Jake's live, and I'll see you next week, guys. We'll see you next week, hopefully. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Happy sale.